speaking affirmations over yourself. The more you hear it, the more you believe that it's true.
And welcome to Premier Fitness. I'm Gene Williams, your yoga instructor, and I'm here to tell you about the benefits of yoga.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. You have just tuned in to Where is the Love? I am your host. I am Stephanie Hockenholm. Joining me is my co-host, my son, Gene Williams.
Hey, peace, beautiful people.
Hey.
Doesn't my mom look so pretty with that? Don't she look so pretty today? Look like a superstar. She look like a superstar.
Thank you.
Go ahead, listen. For the people one time, just go ahead and flip your hands. Go ahead and do it. There you go.
How they do? I better not do all that.
And I ain't got no hair whatsoever.
Whenever I say something about having issues with my hair, Liddell pat his head. Y'all,
exactly.
Liddell is my brother, and he got a naked head, but he always pat his head, like cut it all off like this, and you don't have to worry about it. And I tell him, no, it look good on everybody. And I don't think it'll look good on me. I'm not going to try and see. Mm-hmm. So thank y'all for joining us. You have just tuned in to Where's the Love? Like I said, we are happy to be back. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We took a rest in December, a much needed rest from the show. But we are so happy to be back with you to share information with you. So listen, we are going to be talking for a while, just like we did about the narcissist. We're going to be talking about adult bullying, a subject that so many people ignore. When I say something about bullying, I hear kids, those kids. And I'm like, what about y'all? What us? We do this. You know, this is something, we're not perfect and we're not in a perfect world. So anyway, we really want to address this, to bring this to the forefront, simply because I, for many years, did not know that I was being bullied. I wasn't able to identify it as being bullied for many, many years. And once I learned about it in December 2017 is when I started learning about it and speaking about it. I've learned so much over the years. So now it's been 6 years that I've been studying about bullying. I've been educating about it. And son, I'm so glad that you have joined me to help me get this information out, to help people understand how, adults bully. And Mark said adults be bullying at work, at home, and everywhere. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, they do. Oh my God.
Even in church, which is where Gene think he is right now. So I've heard people say people don't bully in church, and I'm like, what the heck? I don't know what church you go to, but I know ain't not one perfect person walking on this earth. And since they bully in the Bible, why do you think the church is excluded? The people in the church. Come on now. So we getting ready to go in on this subject. Yeah. Like I said, it's gonna be for a bit that we're gonna be going through this. So
and let's be honest. I mean, we're talking about, people in the church don't bully. People in the church are people.
Yep.
In the church.
Yep.
People bully, period. So, let's not put anyone on the pedestal. We all are flawed. We all have things we can work on. So let's just operate from that standpoint. No one gets a pedestal. No one gets a pedestal.
Right. At all. Nobody. Not even us. Yeah. Even though we've learned so much about it, we still, when you learn about the different types of bullying, you'll understand that you do it too. And that you're on the you're on the giving end and you're on the receiving end. no matter who you are, no matter who you are. So, and we don't bully on purpose, but because of the definition of bullying, controlling others, intimidating others, causing harm, to somebody, and forceful behavior, we all find ourselves doing it if we're honest. And Mark said they even bully in hospitals and law enforcement and military, and I've seen it in the hospitals. I've seen it in the medical field. I've seen
military and the police. I've seen that too. Yes, Lord.
And where?
Military and the police.
Yeah.
I mean, all these unarmed people being murdered and beaten up and things of that nature, being unlawfully detained.
Yep.
And I mean, really, if we're talking bullying, then the whole political system itself is a system of bullying.
Yep.
The people into doing what those who have want, to be done, as opposed to those who have not, which are the majority. So, I mean, that's a whole other conversation in itself.
Shoot, the president that we had, Trump, he was a big bully. So,
Lord, they came from a family of bullies.
Yep. Mark said they even bully in politics. And then I didn't even see that. He said Trump is a big bully. Yes, he is. But we're going to stop calling out bullies. We're going to just get to it. We're going to get right into it because that's what we do. So I didn't think to tell y'all where if you're, shoot, I forgot to see if we need to share. Let me tell you where we are. And then hopefully you haven't missed.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
You do your thing, man. All right. So you can find us. You can find us on YouTube at Premier Fitness 0210, a Love Misunderstood Institute. You can find us on Amazon Fire TV. You can find us on Roku TV, Pod TV as well, POD TV / live. Is that how it goes?
Yeah. No, not back. Which one are you giving? I'm sorry.
Pod TV, POD TV.
Mark, what is it? PODTV.tv. I think something's missing from that, but that's what I have.
Okay.
Yeah, PODTV.tv is where the live shows are. Mark, I need YouTube, please. It's not on YouTube.
And Facebook Live. Don't forget that.
Please. All right. So while Mark is hooking that up for us, thanks, Gene, for taking that over and telling everybody where to tune in. You can watch us from anywhere. Gene just gave all that information. So what does adult bullying look like in the workplace? So, son, since I've been talking, I'll let you go ahead.
Okay. My pleasure. All right, so some of the following information has been obtained from lifehacker.com. If you associate bullies with playgrounds and elementary school, that means you probably don't realize that you have experienced bullying as an adult. You may not be getting squeezed into your locker by a pack of football players anymore, but adult bullies still act out in a similar fashion. You may not be getting your hair pulled. You may not get punched or slapped or called a name, but you probably still experience bullying and just weren't aware that that was your experience. Bullies have gotten much better at hiding what they do. An adult bully is much more subtle. They know how to poke and prod without attracting the attention of their superiors. Even worse, they may be your superior. Workplace bullying can be hard to find if you're not looking for it. As adults,
I want to interject on the workplace bully because that's been most of my experience. And I recently had a job where my boss was bullying, and I had to constantly create boundaries with her because she was one that constantly insulted and humiliated people, and that I don't know. That seems to be the worst thing, at least here lately, that I've found to really, really disturb me about bullying. And that's when I can really speak up and when I can really, attack that thing when somebody is insulting me or humiliating me, because don't make me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Don't make me feel like I'm stupid. I don't like none of that. So I can get what you real do that to me.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, Lord. I mean, I just experienced that with a job that I did recently. And it's like, to me, everything is about communication and clear communication. Let's communicate. Let's always realize that we are equal. You're not above me. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. Not below me. Let's operate on the same ground. And then communicate your ideas and your desires in a clear, concise manner. Understanding that if I'm doing this, then I have the intelligence to do it correctly. I just need
Right.
to understand what the job is. And when you make it clear what the job is and how you want it, then I got you. Stand back and watch me work. If you talking to me crazy, man, listen, partner. Who you talking to, dog? Who you talking to, dog? You talking to me right now? You talking to me? You talking to me?
Yeah, I learned though from that situation, because I wasn't always able to, get back at the person, and when I say get back at, I mean say something back to. Um,
Right.
I have to clarify for those that don't know me, I don't want them to misunderstand what I'm saying. Um, but it was very hard for me, always in the past to speak up. It
Right.
depended on who it was and all of that. And so I would basically dummy down, to
Right.
them and cater to them and what they were doing and all that. But like I said, that insulting and humiliating, I just learned last year how much that really gets to me. And then and
Yeah.
other people, put their head down when, for example, when this boss was, talking crazy, or, saying, insulting things, to see somebody put their head down and not speak up, I was able to speak up. And so what I learned from all of that is that I have the courage to speak up.
Right.
And that's big to me, because that's
Right.
something that I never had the strength to do. Um, yeah, I got it, Mark. Thank you. I never had the strength to do, and then I felt bad, when I would do it.
Hmm.
I feel bad because I got on them, but Chris used to tell me, y'all don't know who Chris is, but a good friend of mine used to tell me, people don't care about your feelings, when they say and do stuff to you. So he said, you ain't got to be mean to people. Just say what you got to say to them so they leave you alone.
Right.
That ain't quite his words, but it's close.
Yeah. Right. Right. That's the nice version.
Yeah, nice version. So even though he told me that was still years ago, when he
Yeah.
told me that was almost 20 years ago, because that was like in 2004.
Wow. Yeah. Right.
So it's
Jeez
still to
Louise.
go ahead.
I just said Jesus Louise. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh that's crazy. I said 204. No, both of the girls were born, so it was 2005. Yeah, 2005. So 19 years ago. But the thing is, when you set somebody straight, don't feel bad about it. Your no means no, period.
Stand on it.
No, you can't talk to me this way. No, you can't treat me this way. And don't feel bad about it. That's a boundary that you're creating. Create
Right.
the boundary and move on. And so
Right.
now that I've learned that I have the courage, it don't matter who you are, to say what needs to be said. And I ain't feeling bad about it. I didn't cuss you out. I didn't cuss at you. I just was firm in what I said.
Right.
And I feel great about that because I did. I mean, I felt horrible for years. I was down on myself for years. That people pleasing thing ain't no joke.
Man, yep. And that's also self-sabotage, really, if you think about it. You know, and it's a form. I mean, and people may look at me extreme, like I'm being extreme when I say this, but it's a form of self-hatred. People pleasing is a form of self-hatred. You don't love yourself enough to do what you know is genuinely right for you at that time. You just do what's gonna make someone else happy while you're being tortured. That just really that I mean, I used to do it, so I know it's like it's insane.
Yeah.
But it's a form of self-hatred.
Yeah. Wow. I never thought about it like that, but you definitely don't love yourself when so that's the opposite.
So
You definitely don't love yourself when you're allowing people to bully you and talk down to you and treat you bad. And you don't love yourself. And that's why we say, real love is misunderstood, when you allow people to bully you. But if you don't have that courage and that strength, like I said, to speak up for yourself, you feel horrible and you beat yourself up along with them beating you up. And so you're getting a double beat down. I'm giggling, it's not funny, but that's what's happening. You're getting a double beat down. I say that because that's what I experienced for so many years. Now, no more of that. I had enough, and it's unnecessary. And either you're going to get yourself together or you're going to get the heck away from me. It's your choice. I mean, and it don't matter to me because you shouldn't be treating me out and treating me bad in the first place.
Right.
So go ahead.
It's the funny thing, and I'm not funny, funny, ironic, is how people treat you like crap, but then won't accept the same treatment from you.
Yeah.
How you do that?
Yeah.
And where they do that at?
Yeah. Narcissists don't
Where they do that at? Man, they don't care.
Yeah, at all. So
don't set firm boundaries for you. Don't you talk to me like that. Don't you say this to me. Don't you do that to bruh. Really? That's what you gotta call him, bruh. Bruh. We'll turn your head to the side a little bit. Bruh. Really?
I remember when Anya and Araya and Savion used to say that all the time. And Keisha would say, because they said it so much, it was so doggone funny to me.
Right. I can imagine.
And then Keisha would say, ain't you, bruh? And then, of course, I'm still laughing because it's just so funny. So when I hear people say that, it makes me, it makes me think about that.
Yeah.
So go on with wherever you were, please.
All right. So workplace bullying can be hard to find if you're not looking for it. As adults, many bullies are in a position of power over their victims. Here are some less obvious examples. And I do want to give a pretext to this. Not only is these things applicable in workplace bullying, but this is also everyday life bullying. Things that you deal with people in your household, people in your family, in your community. All right, so I just want to make that clear. Okay.
Right. Yeah. All right, so we're just talking about workplace, but it happens everywhere, as we've already stated. Go ahead.
Yeah, because this top one right here, I remember this one very well. Very well. I know it very well. First one is getting ignored. This could mean being given the silent treatment, refusing to help you when asked, not responding to your attempts to communicate, phone calls or emails, cutting you off when you're talking, or even keeping you out of the loop for work-related social events or important life events. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Okay, next.
Well, hold on. The isolating, that is a form of bullying. That's I was trying to see which one, but it's
Yeah,
also called icing out. It's
icing out. Yeah,
yeah. So when you isolate people, yeah, you controlling them from being in your space, and you're controlling them in a harmful, intimidating way. So go ahead.
yeah, and I mean it's generally done on both sides to hurt the person, to manipulate. If you can't get them to do what you want them to do, then you keep them excluded so that they can't experience anything at all.
Yep.
So again, going back to those important life events, those things are important.
Yep.
Or if you're at work and it's a special event and you were supposed to be there, and why was I not informed about this party or whatever, this meeting to get this promotion or whatever, there are a lot of different ways that happens. But
Yep.
yeah, yeah, important life, hmm important life events. Hmm
And
All right,
what
I'm
you
gonna
what
go.
you was just talking about leaving somebody out of the meetings and not letting them know, important events and stuff like that. And again, this is not just at work, it's even at home when you're, doing the same thing, or in any environment, and you're doing
Right.
that's social bullying, because you're excluding them from getting the information from groups. We don't want you in here. You're excluding them from getting the information they need, you know. And he was talking about in the workplace. I mean, so, if in the workplace, if you're doing that, then you're keeping them from getting their job done because you're not giving them all the information they need to get the
Right.
job done. So that's social bullying.
Yep. All right. So number two.
All right. He said they're trying to not let Gene participate in the company softball team.
Yeah, you might want to go ahead to the back of the fence back there. It's gonna be a home run every time.
Right. You about to do some running. Get your running on.
Was running and running and running.
I wasn't really running. I was
Right,
running.
right,
That's what Eddie Murphy said anyway.
right. All right. So next is disrespecting your time, intentionally showing up late to meetings, failing to get things to you by the time they said they would, or putting your request off to help others first are all good examples. Number three is messing with your work. This could be in the form of sabotaging your ideas or projects, denying you well deserved praise, taking credit for your work, making you the scapegoat for workplace problems, or even refusing to acknowledge your ideas at all. Simple yet extremely subtle things like undermining everything you do might seem small, but it's grief you shouldn't have to deal with as a mature adult.
Oh, amen.
Mature. Can I get a hallelujah in the background
Amen
now?
and hallelujah.
of course, there's also the most obvious things like putting you down in front of others, playing pranks on you, starting rumors that aren't true, and even sexual harassment. You should definitely report it if it is happening to you. All of those things. In fact, many adults do not even realize that they're being bullied at all. Yes, it can take semi obvious forms like playful joking or pals ragging on you because you seem like you can take it. Okay. When I bust you back, though, you're going to cry. I don't want to hear your mouth.
Right.
Anyway. But it could also stay off the radar entirely.
Yeah. So,
I can rag, I can rag on you. You don't play that game with me. I can play the double with the best of them.
I was gonna say something about bullying, but I don't remember. Well, I was gonna say something about the different types of bullying. So just remember, I'm gonna say it again. Bullying is unwanted, controlling, forceful behavior towards others that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. Bullying behaviors do happen repeatedly in all age ranges,
Yes, Lord.
starting as toddlers when they're pushing and biting and kicking each other because somebody took their toy or because they want something another toddler has, and that's their way of getting it. That's physical bullying. So also bullying is seeking to harm, humiliate, intimidate, coerce someone, that's more vulnerable to them. So,
Right.
and you're going to hear me constantly give you the definition of bullying because people really need to understand what this is. It's not just mean behavior. It's mean behavior plus.
Right.
So, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, so kind of to go along with what you're saying, it's like there is the aggressive form of bullying where you do physical things, and then there's the passive where you exclude people or talk behind their back or spread rumors or things of that nature.
Yep.
I mean, neither one is good. We're
Yep.
gonna start there.
Overt and covert bullying. Covert bullying is usually intentional, and it's hard for others to see. It's threatening, blackmailing, stealing friends, breaking secrets, gossiping, criticizing clothes and personality. So that joking that you was talking about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
playful joking that you read about, that's covert bullying, because you really, tearing somebody down, depending on what you're saying when you're joking, and if it's mean and to be mean and malicious, but to do it in a slick way, it's bullying.
Right. Yeah, and that's passive aggressive. I almost said a bad word. See, look at y'all. Hold on, let me take a breath. I almost said a bad word.
Pause.
Ooh, Lord. I had to breathe on that one. Okay,
So y'all, we have talked just a little bit about workplace bullying. So we're going to come back to that because, like I said earlier, that's where I have experienced bullying the most. And it's so hurtful and harmful because you're working 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours a day, depending on your job. So you got to look at these same people more hours during the week than you get to see your family. And so you got to, provide, a source of income. So you go and you have to deal with this crap. And that is horrible. We're going to come back to it because there's so much to it. And guess what? Workplace bullying has its own types of bullying.
Oh, yeah.
Two-headed snake, there's so many. We're going to get into it. Not today. But so listen, we want to talk about, did you want to add anything before I go into this next part?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So listen, we're going to talk about the National School Board Association. I pulled up some information from them, and this that I'm about to read, that we're about to go over, was January 11, 2022. So almost 2 years ago that this information was created and provided. And it gets deep. So we're going to talk some about school bullying, with the staff, which includes workplace bullying. So, and schools, the students. So that's what we're getting ready to go over now. And we're going to come back to this because, like I said, we're going to be on this adult bullying for a while because there's so much to cover and it's so necessary. So, the following information was obtained from the National School Board Association, in an online survey of Michigan kindergarten through 12th grade educators and staff, over 27% of respondents said they felt bullied in their school workplace by another adult. Thank you for the people that have admitted that bullying exists among adults. Thank you. And I really appreciate this information, because when we did backtracking, when we did our bullying, October is National Bully Prevention Month. And so when we did our National Bullying Prevention Month last year, we focused on getting adult speakers here on this platform to share their stories, bullying experiences as children and as adults. So that's how important this information is. So I'm just grateful that they came on and said, hey, as a child, this is what I experienced, and as an adult. So they were admitting that they experienced bullying as adults, and that's what we wanted. So when we think of the word bully, do we automatically envision a student in our schools? Yeah, that's what I hear all the time. All the time. And I have heard it for years. And I have had enough. I have had enough. How are we going to teach these kids to stop bullying if we're doing it? Because we can say don't do it, but if they see us doing it, then they think it must be all right. You saying don't do it, but what you're doing is different. It's not lined up with what you say. So it must be okay. So when I get an opportunity, I'm going to bully somebody. And they might not think exactly like that, but that's what happens. So then we got a whole bunch of people bullying because we don't have good examples. What you're saying and what you're doing ain't lining up, like I said.
Ain't equal.
Right. Look, it ain't balancing out.
We over here somewhere.
Okay, so what if the bully is actually an adult? What if adults start admitting, I bully, and I have been, and I am being bullied? What if we start doing that, then it will help these kids, because we're acknowledging our experiences, choosing to change our direction, the way we're going, and then we can be the example to the kids so that they will follow. Right. So you want to add anything?
I was gonna say, when we as the parents or the example setters are more conscious and cognizant of our actions and the effects of our actions, then it's better on the kids, because they have, again, an example of a person who's doing it. So now I can model myself after that.
You use the word that I saw today about modeling, parents modeling, right. Being the role model.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
So, okay.
And even I was going to add just to that, even if you're not the biological, parent of that person, we are father and mother figures to other children.
Yep.
So we have to be aware of that across the board.
Right. That's good.
My apologies. I didn't mean to.
No, you fine, because I'm getting hype about this, so I need to be calmed down some. Because this is just a place for me. Like I said, when it comes to adult bullying, it's just a place for me that I don't really know how to say it in words what I feel, but like I was talking about the boss earlier.
Right.
It just really gets to me when adults do mean and hateful stuff to other adults, right. Or to other people, period.
Right.
But we're talking about adult to adult. You doing mean and hateful stuff, saying mean and hateful stuff, pulling and dragging people down, because of whatever you're going through. and that ain't cool with me. So how about I just put you in your place real quick and then just drop the mic and walk away? How about that?
There you go. Drop the mic, poppy collar, walk off. Brush your shoulder off too. Pop the collar, brush them off, walk away.
And leave them standing there like, what the heck just happened? Yeah, you should have thought about that when you was you should have thought about that when you were saying and doing what the heck you was doing. Leave people alone. Stop being mean. Stop being hateful. Stop that stupid crap.
Man,
so Mark says some coaches bully their players. Wonder if Nick Saban, is that it? Is a bully?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, bullying does happen in sports too. So I wanna attack that, at some point. But I really want to get these adults to open their eyes to what my eyes has been open to. So whether parents, leadership, it doesn't matter what your position is as an adult. I want to help you be able to identify bullying and understand exactly what you're doing and the harm and hurt that you're causing those that you're doing it to.
Right.
So to change to give you a desire to change the trajectory of what you're doing.
Right. Yep.
Add something.
And every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That's just universal law. So everything you put out, everything that you sow, you shall reap.
Yep.
The law of the universe, man. It's the law of the universe.
Yep. So I'm gonna let you read because I've been reading and talking, and this just, like I said, adult bullying just gets me hyped. It just sends me to a whole nother place because that's my experience mostly as an adult. So what if? No, not that one. An online survey.
Okay, an online survey was completed by 324 Michigan kindergarten through 12th grade educators and staff from over 100 school districts and public school academies throughout the state. In it, over 27% of the respondents indicated that they felt bullied in their K-12 workplace by another adult during the first 7 months of the school year. Also, 41% indicated one or more adults in their buildings were being bullied by another adult. Is adult on adult bullying in the workplace happening in your district? What does the school leader do with that information? So first, here's a little background. While most states have anti-bullying legislation and require school districts to approve policies to protect students, legislation and policies to protect the adult workers in K-12 from bullying are almost non-existent. School district workplace policies may include language regarding harassment. However, the legal definition of harassment indicates protection for a particular class of persons, such as by gender, race, or age, but does not include language about bullying among adults. Now, bullying is not illegal, but what should a school district do to provide a safe place in which to work and learn and model appropriate interpersonal relationships for students?
So I want to pause because one of the things from what you just read, one of the things that comes to mind and is really bothersome to me is the way things have changed as far as the school system and the way of the world is the adults not being able to, kids being able to physically hurt an adult or physically attack a teacher, but the teacher can't do anything to them. That's really bothersome because we should all be allowed to protect ourselves. But the way things have been set up, you can't do this to your kids, you can't do that to kids, you can't do this and that. All of these rules and regulations has created a place to where adults can't defend themselves without getting a charge of assault. Maybe not getting the charge and going to jail, but they are, said to, be assaulting the kid. Well, right. It's not okay for kids to, even breaking up fights. I mean, so many things go through my mind about all of this. There's not enough protection for the adults.
Right.
Is how I see this. Because if somebody hit me and you mad, I'm going to hit you back. But I ain't going to just hit you once and see what you're going to do. I'm just going to keep on hitting. You're going to be standing there looking like she done lost her mind. No, mind because you hit me or because you were mad and you bumped up against me and I took that as a threat. So now I'm just going punching crazy. And so you call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care. But don't touch me when you mad at me. Because I'm ready to fight. And I will. So
so now y'all see where I get it from. So now y'all see where I get it from. It just came out.
Listen.
She ready to throw them things. Listen, she ready to throw them things right now. Look at her.
Because this is something that really disturbs me. But listen, I don't bother nobody. I don't try to fight nobody. I don't pick on nobody. I don't. But don't rub me the wrong way. I mean,
I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Right.
How to bring out Pac.
Listen, and I am really feeling that. Killer, but don't push me. That's like I'm close to the edge. You're already mad, right? So now you got an attitude and you bump up against me or you accidentally hit me. You can call it accident all you want, but you about to what y'all say is about to throw these hands. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna accidentally knock you out.
Right.
I didn't mean to.
Right.
I didn't mean to. It's my reflexes.
Right.
Bah! Oh.
And don't expect me to help you get up either, because I ain't. Never mind.
Let's wrap that up. And see. All right.
But listen, bullying really gets to me. And like I said, when people are in denial about it and just, being mean and hateful, and in denial about what they're doing when you call them out on how they're treating you, I got an issue with that. Again, going back to the kids and the staff, two kids fighting and you can't do nothing because you'll be accused of assaulting them. So they killing each other and all you can do is stand by and watch. I mean, something really needs to be done. What's going to happen, I don't know. But I just went to a whole nother place because that's an issue for me. You want to add something to that?
No, I'm ready to go on.
You ready? You can reel me back in.
Okay. Here's some more fudge. Here, take that. Take the fudge.
That was good too. That ain't something I have.
All right. So definitions of adult bullying vary, but a summary can describe it as the repeated and persistent non-physical mistreatment of a person. And let's not forget the physical. I mean, they may lay hands on you, so Anyway, I'm gonna reel myself back in before I go left. All right. That mistreatment includes verbal abuse, threatening conduct, intimidation, attempts to frustrate or wear down, humiliate, pressure, or provoke that threatens the psychological integrity, career, safety, and health of the target of the bully. Since the beginning of the 1980s, research studies in businesses, organizations, healthcare, and higher education have discovered that up to a third of the United States workforce experience bullying by another adult in their workplace. This adult bullying can occur on a daily basis or happen infrequently. To find out if adult bullying was occurring in the K through 12 workplace, a questionnaire asking recipients to respond to a school climate survey was emailed to over 2,400 professional and non-professional staff in the school districts of various sizes and locations in Michigan. Survey questions referring to various negative acts based on the negative acts questionnaire revised that could occur in their K through 12 workplace asked without mentioning the word bullying until after these questions. If the respondent had experienced a particular negative act, and if so, how often? Those negative acts can be broken into three categories.
Okay, pause, please. All right. So I want to interject. I don't understand. Okay. People have a lack of understanding, like I did before I understood that adults are bullied too. Adults are bullies too. Um, I didn't always know this information. I had all these negative, horrible experiences by people specifically in the workplace that I didn't understand, like I said before, that bullying is what I experienced. You know, while you was going through your bullying experience in school, I had been experiencing it for many years in the workplace already,
Right.
and experienced it for many more, you know, after that, but still had no idea what it was. And it took me having 3 bad job experiences in a row before basically, I don't even know what words to use, before I basically came to the conclusion that something's wrong. I'm
Right.
having workplace experiences that that are not the kind of workplace experiences I've had. And so to be specific, being fired from one job that I've been working for 5 years, and it was because some people came in and wanted their friends, new higher, leadership came in and they wanted their friends to come and work for the company. So they started firing people to bring their friends in to replace. And I had seen that for 5 years, but the 5th year that I was there, I experienced it too. The second job, I started working for a friend and was promised a position. We're going to create a position for you. So I took a temporary position, a position that I didn't want to be working, allowing them the time to create the position for me. And after 3 or 4 months, that didn't happen. And so I said, forget that. They're not trying to, create this position for me. So anyway, that was the second. And then the third, I got fired from that job. And that's when I was like, what the heck is going on? I don't get fired from jobs. Now I've gotten fired from 2 jobs, and a friend promised me a position to create a position for me at, the company that I was working for. And that didn't happen. So things like that always get my attention. What the heck is going on? Why is this happening? What can I learn from this? And so I forgot why I was even saying that. But sometimes things happen in life and we have to have a number of bad experiences before we wake up and say, what the heck is going on? Why am I
Right.
experiencing this? What am I supposed to learn from this? And then we can move forward because now we're paying attention. You
Right.
know, we're giving specific signs of things happening, but we're not paying attention until a number of bad things happen. And then we're like, hold on, wait a minute. All right, something's wrong. This is
Right.
not what I want. It's time to change directions because I don't like the direction I'm going in. So, listen, this bullying thing with adults, listen, we better get it together. We better get it together. We're going to have a bunch of bad experiences. So, the 3 categories, you can go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So the first category is workplace intimidation. Those negative acts affecting your job, such as someone withholding information that affects your performance, being ordered to do work below your level of competence, or even having a person have you do their job for them
Yeah.
and your job. I've been
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
um, Having key areas of responsibility removed or replaced with more trivial or unpleasant tasks, having your opinions ignored, being given tasks with unreasonable deadlines, excessive monitoring of your work, and that persistent criticism of your work or work effort, pressure not to claim something to which by right you are entitled, such as expenses or leave time, and being exposed to an unmanageable workload. Oh, yeah.
So, that second job that I was talking about, where they were creating a position for me, some things happened with the expenses, with my pay too. And so that was, just another thing. So the emotional intimidation, unless you want to add something.
Yeah, I'm ready. So next is, like you said, emotional intimidation. Those negative acts affecting your working relationships and emotions such as being humiliated or ridiculed in connection with your work. Others spreading gossip and rumors about you, being ignored or excluded, having insulting or offensive remarks made about your person or your private life, hints or signals from others that you should quit your job, repeated reminders of your errors or mistakes, being ignored, or facing a hostile reaction when you approach. Practical jokes carried out by people you don't get along with. Sounds like some high school stuff. Having allegations made against you and being the subject of excessive teasing and sarcasm. And last but not least is physical intimidation. Those negative acts affecting your physical safety, such as being shouted at or being the target of spontaneous anger, intimidating behaviors such as finger pointing, invasion of personal space, shoving, blocking your way, and threats of violence or physical abuse or actual abuse.
So when the humiliating and shouting and swearing at, constantly humiliating people, ridiculing them and belittling them, which is stuff that I experienced on my last job, overt bullying is
Right,
what that is. Not only is it overt, when you're doing it with the person, like you and I are talking, that's direct bullying. If I'm doing
right,
it and I'm talking about you and I'm talking to somebody else, that's indirect bullying. So that's a
right,
couple different forms or types of bullying. So listen, we are just getting started on this subject. I told y'all we're going to be talking about it for a while because there's so much to cover. And so many people are going to work with headaches, anxiety, uh, calling off of work because they, are sick, you know, um, frequent doctor visits, and some even hospital visits due to uh, they, them experiencing bullying in the workplace. This thing is huge. It is big, and it is causing so many negative effects physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, to all of these people. And so people wonder why people are so angry, and why people, do some of the things that they do to hurt so many people. You know, find a good support system, talk to people, get mental health therapy, get some help. Don't allow people to control your life with the things they do to you and the things they say to you. So that is my take for today. You want to give your take, or give your last words for this conversation?
Right. So with workplace bullying and bullying, period, it affects something that I've experienced personally with jobs where, manipulation or undue pressure or having to do multiple people's jobs for one person's pay, things like that, and the bullying, the unnecessary pressure from other people, higher ups, so called, it affects, it causes, at least for me, it causes a lot of anxiety, which affects the way you do your job.
Right.
We all work better in a environment of peace, and where we're all working together, as opposed to everybody's supposed to have the same goal, but we're all working against each other. It's like how is that conducive to a healthy work environment? And then, like you said before, we spend 8 to sometimes 16 hours at a job around people who do this all the time. So yes, it absolutely affects your physical health, your mental and emotional health. So yeah, it is definitely something that has to be addressed. And yeah, again, companies talk about profitability so much, the bottom line, but your bottom line is negatively affected when the people who are working for you are in a constant state of stress.
Right.
So we got to do better, man. We got
Right.
to do better.
Got to be more careful. Tony used to say that all the time. I don't remember where that came from. Got to be more careful. All right, y'all, this is our time for today. It has been our pleasure to share information and experiences with you. Again, we're going to be attacking this conversation for a while. So we will see you back next week, next Sunday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, wherever you're watching us from. We will be here to share more information with you and more experiences with you. And stay tuned for Gene's outro video, him and his band. But for now, we send you away with peace. Peace. There it is. Peace. Love. Woo, woo, woo. And joy. Take care and bye for now. See you later.
Bear Incorporated, Dorley speaking. How may I help you? John, did you get on those forms? Yuppers took care of that yesterday. Great, thanks for your help on them. Hey, did you two hear they fired another sales rep? Judy? Where are my contracts? Find them. Hold, please. John, my coffee, now. Yes, Mr. Hart. Violet, if you want to keep your job, you better give me those sales figures to me pronto. Hold, please. Yes, Mr. Hart. Judy, you're a poo-poo head.
harassment hotline. I need someone to talk to.
See how my strength of will make me proud. Everything falls into place. Gotta take the risk, can't play it safe. Gotta have the faith to move a mountain. Then you'll be free. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, no. Cause to be the boss no more. Struggle, just clear sky. Decided to take control of my life. Now I'm not afraid to reach for those heights. Ain't no glass ceilings in sight. Take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. 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 Won't let you take, won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take.